Yep.
Okay. This meeting is being held pursuant to and in compliance with ordinance number 20-A 16 in parentheses, an ordinance to ensure the continuity of government during the COVID-19 disaster. The opportunities for the public to access and participate in the electronic meeting are posted on the Albemarle County website on the Albemarle County calendar. Participation will include the opportunity to comment on those matters for which comments from the public will be received. Each member of the general public who wishes to speak on the matter shall be allowed one appearance not to exceed 3 minutes during the time set aside for other matters not listed on the agenda at the end of each meeting. Please notify the Natural Resources Manager prior to the meeting if you would like to speak, or somebody who is representing her, I suppose. So I guess we can open the meeting. Emma, have you been working on any of these initiatives?
I have, yeah. So I can talk about some of them.
I'd like to.
Don't we have
kick it
to
off?
approve the, no, that's in the other meeting. We don't have to approve anything. Do we have to approve past minutes for this subcommittee meeting? Okay.
No, you don't have to approve anything because you're, no, you don't have to.
Okay. Well, are you involved? What's the next?
I will only take very loose notes today and send those to me though.
Someone will have to take loose notes.
Yeah, and just send those to me and I'll get them posted.
Okay. Well, I can't be here for the whole meeting. I don't think I have to go in
I'll take some notes.
about 30 minutes. Okay, thanks, Mike. So, I mean, I can just share with what I've been working on, or do you want to go like through the whole agenda?
Let's just start with garden towel, conservation mowing and native planting. Have you been working on that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if Christine has another update from that, but we are considering doing native, just choosing a section of Darden Tau.
Okay, your audio is breaking up, so you may have to just talk a little slower. I'm not sure what will work.
Okay, I'll just turn my video off. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, that works.
Yes.
So the last thing I was aware of with the Darden Tau was we were considering choosing a section of the unmowed area and planting natives and just doing it like an experiment, because it is a big area and eventually you would like it all to be, you know, native as much as possible, but we were just going to start with like a strip or a section. And we met with Nicola McGough, who runs, like, she has like a native plant company here in Scottsville. And so we met with her a few weeks ago, and she sort of shared her thoughts on the best way to kill the grasses that are currently there, and then to get those natives in. So we got a little bit more information. I don't know, Christine, she may have more on that, but that's the last I spoke about it with her.
Okay.
Yeah, and I made a poster or a yard sign for it says no mow zone, and it has a butterfly on it, and it's in Spanish on one side and English on the other side, and Parks and Rec are going to print them out as yard signs and place them around the county where they're not mowing. It has information too. It says, let me pull it up. And I don't know, I'll put it in the Google Drive so you all can see it.
Okay, that's fine. You could do it just a quick, open your video up, let us see it, and close it up again if you want.
Okay, yeah. Let me pull it up. Christine, conservation mowing signs. Okay. Can I share my screen? Is that the best way to do this? Oh. I've never done this before. This will be fun. Okay, can you see it?
Oh, yeah, that looks great. That's
So
awesome.
This is the Spanish one. And this is the English one. No mow zone. So, and then it says improving wildlife habitat, water and soil quality while reducing energy use and noise pollution.
Now, is that just for the parks folks, or is that anybody could print that up and use it if they wanted to?
You know, people have actually been asking me about that because they've been wanting it for their, like, there's some other groups that have been wanting them for their areas. And I would love to have it available to anyone who would want to have it, you know. It'd be cool if the Parks and Rec have a bunch of it, you know, available to the public.
Yeah, that
I
is.
could maybe take the part, like the county sign, the county symbol and the text out, and there could be other ones that are available to other people. Or we could have it available on the website as a download.
I think that would be great. And, you know, I like the idea of having the QR code there. Where does that take people to the county website?
I don't remember. I don't remember exactly where it takes
Natural
me.
Heritage Committee or something like that, or some specific thing about conservation landscaping?
Yeah, it takes them to more information about the benefits of conservation mowing.
Okay,
It was a link that Christine chose.
okay.
So I'll put this in the drive, and you all can take a look and let me know if you have any advice or thoughts about how to improve it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful job. You did great.
Thanks. I'm
Wow.
really excited about it.
That is gorgeous. I might share that with Sarah Delano. Do you know her?
No.
She's with Charlottesville Climate Collaborative, I think. She's a new officer in our HOA. I discovered she lives here in the same community. She'd be interested at least seeing that. I don't know what they could do with it, but I know that she likes that
You know
kind of work.
what? I'll put in the Google Drive. I'll put one with the Albemarle County symbol, and then another without it, so you can feel free to share it with.
Great. Okay. That would be terrific. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice job. Are you ready to move on to anything about the Historical Society and the Village School Native Plant Demonstration Site?
Yeah.
I can talk a little bit about that.
That's your project, right?
Yeah, Christine and I and some other folks, but yes, as far as the committee goes. We got a good response back from the executive director after we pitched a plan on what we want to do with adapting new plants, new native plants to the rear garden area. Christine's been working with another teacher to develop ideas for content among her students. And I brought up the fact that we need to make sure that the kiosk that we want to use that's out there in front doesn't need any repairs or is damaged and needs to be fixed or anything like that. So I think we were checking on that, but I think things are moving forward with regard to having the material ready. We probably need to meet again over there, just to kind of go over where things are and take another look at the kiosk, but I think we're rolling. So I think maybe within the next month, we could potentially see some activity over there.
That's awesome.
That's coming along. I think the other thing we're looking at is trying to get the plants through the Master Gardener plant sale, which doesn't happen until April. But Patty Mayotte has a keen eye on that, as well as Fern Campbell and Christine and myself and Bill Sublett, who's the current president now for the Master Gardener. So that's also in play. And
Is that what happens out at Seminole?
Say again?
Is that what happens out at Seminole, the Master Gardener plant sale? Is that the big sale that happens out by like
Oh,
Trader
yeah, it's Albemarle Square. Yes,
Albemarle Square.
yes. I have the date and the times. I'll give you those just so you're aware of that. Coming up in April. um,
You know what would be awesome? If we could
Okay.
have a bunch, if we could have a bunch of these signs, these conservation mowing signs available to the public at the Master Gardener sale.
We sure
So-
could. I mean, we should talk about how to do that. That's great. I like this sign system. I mean, you can send them the material, they'll make the signs for you, and then there's these metal posts. They have two prongs on them that you can slide the sign onto, and then you can put it in the ground.
Yeah, awesome.
Those work well, but there is a little bit of expense to that, so we can see what we can do, but I think that's a great idea to have those available.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'll bring that up. In fact, I'll download a copy of that and I'll send it to the right people and see if they'll go with it. I think they would.
Awesome. That would be
Well-
great.
What was the kiosk you were talking about while I was off video?
There's a little kiosk that's on the side of the McIntyre Library where the Historical Society is downtown.
Yeah.
It's almost it's a little bit like the kiosk or the covered bulletin board that's out at Chris Green, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah. I'm familiar with both.
Okay, it's been there a while. It's been painted before. I don't know when it was painted last. It may be a little rickety. We just want to make sure it's going to stand up to use, because lately it hasn't been used for anything.
Okay.
They've had nothing on it.
And how
I'm
far
look-
is the village school from the Historical Society? Is like 2 blocks, 3 blocks?
Say that again.
Where is the village school downtown compared
I
to?
think it's within, it's close to that square. Emma, do you know?
I do not.
Okay, I think it's close to the square because she was talking about, I think, the kids being able to walk from the school over there.
Yay,
The square
Christine.
that's out in front of the library, the McIntyre Library.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I've been sitting here, I was doing emails and I was like, oh my gosh, what happened to the time?
Don't feel bad. I've done that with a Zoom I've scheduled with some members of my family. It happens.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Yeah, sorry, you guys.
So we've
Good.
been going through the agenda and Michael read the official notice to the public that we're doing things, according to the state requirements. This meeting, the
Fantastic.
virtual meeting. And we've read through, Emma's talked about the Dardentown conservation mowing. And Michael's talked about the Historical Society and Village School. So we're just going through the agenda.
Oh, fantastic. And I'm so glad Emma can make it. Do you have to go right away, Emma?
We got a full 15 minutes.
Yeah, I have about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. So did you guys talk about like the discussion that we had about the signs, like whether to do it like no mow, conservation mowing?
Oh, that's great to discuss. We hadn't talked about that. I showed them what I had.
With the
They've
no
seen
mow.
that, but
Which I thought was
no
beautiful.
mow
Well
zone.
done.
No mow zone. So the only thing, and I just want to say to the group that, and maybe it doesn't matter, maybe I'm overthinking it, is like it isn't, I mean, it's actually going to be mowed once a year. So it's not technically like, it's not going to be a no mow. But do you think that for our purposes, we just got to keep it simple?
Yes.
Okay.
How about less mow?
Almost
no mow.
part of it is for, right, the people who are mowing.
Right. Or mow less.
I think it it's got to be no-mo.
I'm
If it-
fine with it. It looked great.
Yeah.
We had an even great idea of, Emma said, why don't we have some of those available at the Master Gardener plant sale to hand out?
Oh,
Without the county stuff on it.
oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, but I think that Emma, and let's see what you guys think. I think, can we keep those other great signs? And I have a bunch of them, because we can still put those signs in the kiosks,
Uh-huh.
that is providing just a little bit more explanation for, like, this is what is actually happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, Christine, after we spoke, and I was driving home, and I was thinking most people are going to just be walking or driving by it quickly. And
Yeah.
so having it, I'm going to smile this so you can hear me. Having it be more simple, I feel like will have people just be able to understand it, right away. And they won't have to kind of think about it. It will just be very clear.
Well, I really like the color scheme, and it's like bright and it gets your attention. So all that is really great. Okay, I'm going to say just a little picky thing though, is that
Is that a native butterfly? Is it a native?
our Asclepius is just orange. It's just like, if you take a look at our native Asclepius, that one, it doesn't,
Show us the sign again.
the cultivar has the red in it. And also, I don't think that's a monarch. The monarch
It's not a
coloring,
monarch.
Not a monarch, no.
yeah. So I just,
Does it have
Show
I
us
don't
the sign again.
Christine, it's no big deal. You saw how many photos I have available. Like when you were looking with me, it's so easy for me to change that. There were so many butterfly photos. Like
Yeah.
that's so simple. So you think both species, the flower and the butterfly, are not native?
yeah.
So we want a monarch on what, like more swamp milkweed? Is that more native? Like,
Yeah, I just feel like it needs to be native, a native. Did you guys see, did everybody, let me share my screen and show everybody? Have you guys already looked at, you guys have looked at it, right?
Yes.
Show us
And we'd
again.
like to look at it again, though.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see it. Okay.
So that's not a monarch. That's pretty clear. It's not, we don't want it to be a monarch anyway, because a monarch will not be here most of the year. So
Well, that's not a bad theme. You want to mow most of the year. right?
Yeah, I would actually prefer to go, if you don't mind, is with our swallowtail, tiger swallowtail.
yeah,
And a native plant.
okay.
Making
I'll
sure,
do
and
my best.
make sure it's native.
um,
I'll try. You have the eye for it, so I'll send it to you and you can correct me if it's not. And there's so many photos available. We'll find the perfect one.
And I really liked using Devin's artwork, but I know that's not, it's not
I
that.
know, I did too. I was working with it for a while. Detailed that it wasn't giving like the clarity and the simplicity that I was trying to get on it, I think it's beautiful for like a more detailed smaller poster, but for like a yard sign, I wanted it to just be really simple.
Yeah.
I
agree. And I just like the orange, the brightness of it. And I like the simplicity. I like the flowers at the base. I just feel like we've got to, if it's coming from us, we've got to use the native.
I agree. That's a very important detail. I think we have to do that. Yes, I agree.
I wanted to just voice the tiger swallowtail is going to change all the coloring. It's going to be yellow. One nice thing about this sign is that it's got the orange is a dark color, so the lettering that plays off the dark color is easy to read. So I was going to vote for
The fritillary?
Yes, I was gonna vote for a fritillary because they're all over all summer, all spring, all fall. They're here. They eat violets, so they not a problem finding there. And the adults will feed on anything that has nectar. So
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. And, some violets, maybe that would be fun too, on some violets.
Can I
Well,
share my screen?
the butterflies don't feed on violets. It's the
Let's-
caterpillars.
Let's do kind of the opposite, the negative version of this, and come up with something for the spotted lanternfly to also go out at the plant sale. How's that sound? If you see it, kill it.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I don't think that's a native flower, but
No, it isn't. It's a zinnia.
what's the one you said,
A
Bruce?
fritillary.
Great spangled fritillary.
How do you spell that?
Fritillary is FRITAL, fritil, ARY, 2 L's in fritillary.
Oh, I love this kind.
And there's plenty of orange flowers that they feed on, and
But not the echinacea, sorry.
the echinacea, right?
Yeah, so it's on the
You don't have
echinacea.
to apologize.
You got the butterfly police and the flower police.
Scroll down and you have butterfly of fritillaries. You have more there. There's one on a finger.
I think we know too much.
You know too much. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
the fritillary gives you the same colors. We just pick a plant that is native that has a lot of nectar.
Columbine.
It wasn't giving me so much.
Columbine would be
Is
perfect.
that this one, the red one?
Yeah. Wild
we had it a
Columbine.
second ago.
And it's native.
Wild Columbine, yeah, it's native.
That's a nice color. I don't know what kind of butterfly that is though.
That's not Columbine.
Yeah,
Oh, it was before. Was it? Where was it? Did I miss it?
I didn't see it.
I saw it.
It's got a bell-shaped flower.
That's a cute one. Look at that little guy. Aww.
I like that. Except, is that Queen Anne's lace?
Yeah, some kind of. It's got the tutu.
Yeah, that's Queen Anne's lace. There's the that's not a monarch. What is that?
This little one.
Oh, we have plenty of those.
Yeah.
So you can use, I was just trying to pick something that had a lot of orange or brown in it.
Yeah, I like that. It just wasn't giving me very many options with different flowers.
Yeah.
So if you type in wild Columbine, you'll probably, there's one.
Oh, look at this. Look at all these. Can
Yeah.
you guys see it all right?
I can see it on the left of my screen. Yeah, those should work.
Can you see any ones that would be good? Any flowers that are?
Can you keep scrolling down
Yeah.
or up or whatever it's called?
Goldenrod. What's this one? Oh, look at his little nose.
And he has the black and white antenna.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Except it's on a, like a
It's
marigold.
on a marigold, yeah. And these look like butterfly bushes.
Yeah.
Look at this one. This one's cool. It's white and orange. They've got crazy faces.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Well,
How about on that blade of grass?
oh, this one? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice.
Because then it
That might freak people out though. You see its eyes.
Oh, yeah.
What are these yellow flowers? Non-native?
They don't look like they are to me.
What about this one?
That's definitely not a native. That's like some type of,
See, oh, what about this one? He's so furry.
how about the one that's just kind of in that, the nondescript vegetation in the back?
This one?
Up on the left, it was, there's, you could see.
Oh, this one.
Make sure we're not doing moths. You want butterflies, right?
Yeah,
Is that a moth?
those are butterfly.
There's a brighter one a little bit further. Oh, there. It's hard for me to see. It's on the left side. It was. Oh yeah. Too bad they're just all on.
This one's on a blade of grass.
Yeah, they're just. Huh.
I know, they're all on in fancy non-native gardens.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find one. I can, if we want to keep moving with the meeting, I can work
Yeah.
on it and send you guys options.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So to get those printed for the plant sale, will we need the county to print them, or will we need to print some without the county's name on it and logo? What's the answer to
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, we would need to print them ourselves. They're kind of expensive in small batches too. So we would need to look into how much. I mean, the county was going to go ahead and print some of these for the no-mow zones. Yeah, that's nice, but not native. So we should look into how much it would cost to get the signs printed. Yeah, I don't know what kind of plant that is.
That looks like clover, white clover.
That's not a native.
Hey, oh, that's kind of nice.
Not as, oh,
Was that a good O or a bad O?
I wish I knew what it was on.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
This is fun. Well, I don't want to take up time with it, but
Okay. All right. Well, we
we'll
gotta,
find a good one. I'll keep you guys posted.
yeah, that sounds great. And I think a little bit more on that, because it could be like even a bird on a seed head of a native plant too. But
Yeah. I'll
Are
do.
we gonna- Are we gonna have enough of a break before the meeting at 5:30?
oh God, we gotta, so the couple things, let's take a look at what we have here on the.
Could I just talk about the Instagram real quick? Because I have to go.
Yes. Yeah, can you share that? Has everybody had a chance to look at it?
Which one?
The Instagram post.
I can screen share it.
That would be great.
I briefly looked at it.
So I updated Christina, so you know, the working document. I've updated it with all the completed, like edited ones. So we have done we've done 5 months so far. So February has already been posted, and this is it. And March.
And Emma, can you see like how many people have looked at it?
Yeah, we got some nice comments and likes.
Right.
I haven't checked to see if they also posted it on their Facebook account, but they said they were. So
Is this the Instagram post?
yes,
Okay.
these are Instagram posts for the county that the county is posting
Right.
for the Natural Heritage Committee. March, we talk about birds. And you all can go back and read through this, and I'll probably share them with the county on Monday. So if you could just have a moment to read it over and see if you have any thoughts or edits, that would be great.
I
Maybe-
just say that I love your language that you and how you draw people in with that first, what do you call that? With the picture.
The image, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nicely done.
Oh, thank you.
I
Well,
think the coloration does it too.
Mhm.
yeah, it was such a help to have all of your, especially Christine, you writing some, and Mike, your thoughts were awesome too, and Leah gave some.
Yeah.
She provided some, and that's made it really helpful. So April is about native plants. May is about animal collisions, which actually right after I did this, I hit a deer. So
Oh, no. Wow.
Gosh.
I was like, I didn't even learn from myself to drive carefully at dusk. Anyways, the deer's fine.
And your car's okay?
My car's
Ours
not.
total, deer's fine.
Oh, oh no.
And then June is no mow.
Yeah,
Mm.
so great.
Yep. So you all can take a look and see if you have any thoughts. We still have to do July to January, but that'll be fun. We have good.
Gosh, it would almost be great if we could have our own little, tent cover and table at the plant sale and roll out some of this stuff, let the public see some of this stuff. Because honestly, how do we get their attention?
I know, my husband was like, you should make a little booklet. Like you should have all these just in a little booklet, which would be kind of cool but I guess we're talking about, using funds to create free content. I don't know. Maybe we could have it as a PDF document download on the Natural Heritage website.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Great.
Yeah, I
idea.
think that would be good to have a link to them there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can work on that.
QR code too for it. you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
work really well.
Yeah. That's what we could have, I suppose, if we're at an event, we can have QR codes for that and a QR code for the no mow signs if people want to print them out for themselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be really great. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
So I also wanted to say, I know this isn't, oh, did I stop? Oh, good. I know this isn't on the agenda, but I just wanted to mention really quick that SCAN is doing a big Earth Day event on April 22nd. So I think it would be fun if we have a table again.
Yes. That would be really great.
So I can communicate with them about like what day would be best for
That's
us.
a Friday. Earth Day is Friday. April 22nd is a Friday.
Yeah, it's a whole weekend event, so we could do it. It's actually the weekend before Earth Day weekend and the weekend after. So I can communicate with them about when they think it would be best to have a booth, or if we wanted to give a talk or presentation about something.
I think that would be great.
Awesome. I do too.
Yeah, really great.
They're gonna
Yeah,
have
the
some
20
really cool events going on, like
The 21st is John Mayer's birthday too. Just a little historic note there.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm glad you connected. Well, you were already connected, right? I was going to connect, but I didn't with SCAN. But I'm glad you're my connection. Did you get on the board, Emma?
No, I haven't joined. I've been going to their meetings, which has been really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds really good. I have one comment though, on when I see the Instagram post for June. Could we make it reduce mowing? Because I just think if you say no mow, you can see I'm so conflicted about this.
Yeah, I know. I knew you would be when I did it too. It's all aesthetic for me because all of them fit on one line. All of the like little phrases fit on that top line, and I had reduced mowing, but it just didn't fit, and so that's why I made it no mow. But
Huh.
if we do reduce mow, then maybe it would fit.
Yeah,
But that doesn't make grammatical sense.
I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I just wonder if when people say no mow, people are like, no mow. I mean, I try to talk to my
I
neighbor
feel
about-
like people would be like, oh, that sounds great, because then I don't have to do the work to mow. Like,
Oh, go wild.
Go wild.
I
I
like
think,
that.
I think the goal on no mow is to ultimately stop mowing and transition from growing Kentucky bluegrass in your front yard.
Yeah.
And this is the sort of thing that we would get support from Devin on, definitely, to transition back to what it was. So I think NOMO is a supportive message. I don't think we have to try and convince the people I don't think it's a matter of finding the message that will deal with people who really want to have it start,
Okay.
don't be swayed. So our message is still no mow, because that's better for biodiversity.
Okay. Thank you. I just needed to put that out there. Yeah, thank you. That's all.
Well, because it does say in the description, like, stop mowing or mow only late February, March. Like, it does give that
Mhm.
direction. So
Give your lawn
I
a
like
break.
wild, Mike. I think that's a good one too. You all just let me know what you want it to be, because I'm neutral. I'm neutral as long as it fits in the fits in the space.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll all take a look on that. And I can't remember, does it also talk a little bit about reducing the size of your lawn?
Would you like me to read it real quick?
Yeah, I know I helped with that, so I should know what it says.
Well, I did edit it, so it might not be totally the same. If you love
Yeah,
If
go
you
ahead.
love birds, butterflies, fireflies, and bumblebees, it is simple and easy to provide them with an abundant habitat. Mowed areas that only include one type of plant, such as turf grass, offer little habitat value for wildlife. Choose a section of your yard to let return to a naturalized landscape of native plants. Stop mowing this area or mow only once in late February or March. Plant native grasses and flowers in this area and watch as it grows into a magical oasis for wildlife.
I love that part. I love the final sentence, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the picture now, and consider only mowing parts of your yard once a year. I think that's good. I'm good with it. Because it doesn't mean, it allows people to think, oh, it's not that you have to stop completely having a lawn, right? I think
Right.
that's good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I gotta run, you guys.
All right.
That was fun.
Hey, Emma, thank you so much for all of your great work on this.
Of course, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to attend the last meetings, but I'm excited for next month when I will be able to.
Yeah. Well, we'll look forward to having you back.
Okay. Have a good month, you guys.
Thank you.
You too.
Bye.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, I know we need to close off in like 5 minutes.
So the peatland, grassland, bird initiative.
Yeah, did you guys check that out?
I brought it up. I didn't actually spend a lot of time on it yet, but I did look at it initially.
Yeah,
Checking it out.
the reason that I got excited about it is that it's really a program to help farmers think about how they can change their mowing schedules. And so and to have like the symbiosis with grassland birds. So it's not saying, okay, you got to stop mowing these fields. It's really this idea you can have a hay field and you can just change your practices, alter them, and that you may even get better, the quality of the hay might improve as well. So it's really using science-based research to work with farmers. And they do have this program, Albemarle County is not part of it, where you can, get assistance and grants to be part of this initiative. But I thought it was interesting, and I was especially interested because there was the area in Walnut Creek Park where it's probably like 4 acres that's being mowed by a local farmer. I mean, hayed by a farmer, and I really wanted to get Parks and Rec's attention and to see if we get the farmer at least to follow this schedule, mowing schedule, and to reduce their haying. So that's what I wanted to bring up on that.
Okay.
And the environmental hub content feedback, I mean, I started that. I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at what I'd done so far with that. Have you, let me see if I have it.
So this slide's actually a little bit out of place. Oh, I put this one in because we're about to.
Sorry about that.
So yeah, I'd love to. I started to do some content on that, and then I went on to other things. But at any rate, that still is a project for us to work on, and put our heads together to keep at it. So I would love for you guys, have you guys looked at it already? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The environmental hub.
Yeah, I'm not clear. So can you direct me?
I'm going to share my screen. I think I actually sent you the link to this, Bruce, at some point. But let me see this. So here, so the tabs are going to be what can you do at home? And these are the things that I listed on there. And then what can you do on your land? And so that probably I'm sure there are other things besides conservation easements and managing fields and shrublands for birds. And then what can you do in your community, which I just went ahead and I listed a couple organizations.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to make sure that we target both rural and urban, or is your goal to do it for the rural part of the county?
I think it's going to be for both, right? And so we can't, it's not like what can you do on your land? We could ask him if you could, I don't know if they'll have sub tabs there, or we could have heading for large landowners and for small landowners. Maybe we can divide that up. That's an idea.
Well, there's a lot of townhouse communities that are kind of labeled like that, or homeowners associations, those kind of folks, where they have common areas, and that's where things could be focused. I mean, if it's just an individual yard on a townhouse lot, there's not much you can do there.
Yeah.
I mean, other than plant native plants.
Yeah.
And native trees, but a lot of that's up to the developer before somebody even buys the property.
Yeah, because what I've sort of said what you can do at your home. So I wonder if that sort of fulfills that, like that shrink your lawn, plant native plants, maintain and increase tree canopy, remove invasives, reduce outdoor lighting, welcome pollinators. And then what you can do on your land, I was really thinking focus on larger, when you say land, and we could ask him about this. What does that mean? big landowners.
Well, for homeowners associations, where the rubber meets the road is who's got the landscape contract. And we just signed one with Brightview. And they mow the lawns, they trim the trees, they trim the brush shrubs and bushes and stuff. So it's a combination of the managing agent for the homeowners association and who has the landscape contract for the site, as opposed to the homeowner themselves.
Yeah, I mean, probably who's going to look at this website is going to be the individual citizen rather than an HOA, right? And so there could be something like maybe there's a bullet point, contact your HOA leadership or management company and let them know what you value, or something like that. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. And, typically, obviously the board members are the ones that are the decision makers. Individual homeowners can, make their feelings known. We have 71 units. I believe we had 6 people show up at the meeting on Zoom last night. There's not a broad participation. So yes, I would say it's the homeowners, the homeowners association board of directors, and the managing agent. Those are the decision makers, or the people that need to be influenced.
Do you mind taking that bullet point and
Work with it?
yeah, work with it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, if we just leave something there and put my name in parentheses if you want, or something like, however you want to do it, just as a key.
We're probably going to have to wrap up. I've got to go to the next meeting.
Yes, thank you, Carolyn.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. Okay, you guys, we will see you soon.
5:30. Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.